Hello everyone, it's a very cold Halloween heartthrob here with you, and with me today is Tadashi and my little lavender Pico dragon, boop, boop, as well as Sugar and Venus and Minecraft characters in the background. And there's Alanta and Scara. My hair is all black because I've had it tied back, and boy do I need a haircut. But today, I have a wine and dollies in my skull cup. And by wine, I mean water. And by water, I mean also I'm eating peas. Like the little green peas. I'm trying to be healthy and I'm hungry, and I'm not hungry, but I'm cold and I don't want to make anything because I have to stand in the kitchen, which is, everywhere is cold. I just want to lay on the floor and be in my blanket. So, I don't have a whole lot to talk about, like, I don't have a whole lot of, like, good news, I guess, like, right now, but in the future, I was supposed to be scheduled for this Wednesday, actually today, but I never finished it. The time literally went by like that. I thought I'd have my project, which is the Brave custom that I wanted to do. I thought I was going to get it done by Wednesday, you know, I had plenty of time, and then in between doing my Brave custom, I also got a commission to do a custom doll, and I just got permission to be able to show you guys, like, the, like, process. It's nothing, like, extreme or extravagant, but it is a custom that I've wanted to do before, so it's cool. It's a gift for one of my friend's girlfriend, so yeah. So my Brave custom will be up next Wednesday. I just have a couple of things to fix. I can't believe it took me this long to realize that it was already Wednesday. And the other custom will be a couple of weeks after because I'm still on the beginning stages of it. So those are some good news. If you watched my Monday video, you would have seen this gigantic beauty. I still need to take a, what do you call them, magic eraser to her because she still has some scuff marks that hasn't come off with, like regular Lysol wipes. So that, and I still need to detangle her braid. I haven't messed with that yet. But overall she looks in good condition, and when I looked more closely, one of her stirrups is missing. I don't think I noticed that. And I tried sitting Bear on her, like I tried putting Bear on her, and he is way too gigantic. He sits nicely and his torso looks, you know, somewhat decent, but his legs touch the ground when he's sitting on her. He's that gigantic. However, Shizuka looks like Lady Godiva riding it, and if you follow me on Instagram, I will post some pictures of what I'm talking about. She looks adorable on her. I don't know what the horse's name is though. I kind of want to go the SpongeBob route and name her Mystery, but let me know in the comments below. What do you think I should name this horse? She is going to be a part of my story, which I think is a good segue. Now the reason why Shizuka or Yoko isn't in this story, or isn't in this video, and I have Tadashi here, is because Shizuka is currently nude. She is constantly my model for my Etsy store, which you could find down below, and I'm gonna keep mentioning that until I die. But Yoko, I unstrung her because I wanted to make her limbs a little bit looser instead of it constantly snapping and slapping me in the face. But as soon as I started to mess with her, because I have not played with Yoko or spent time with Yoko, like actually aside from like having her in a wine and dolly, since I made her her outfit. And every time I've made her something like to wear, it was such a hassle. I didn't enjoy it. I could never find her style. I still can't find her style. And I'm finding it so hard to connect with her character. She was like my first character I started out with, and then Tadashi really helped the story go. Like, she was just kind of like I hate to say it, but an afterthought when I figured out Tadashi wasn't a girl named Kana, or a princess. And he just stole the show. Like, he was more my main character at the time than Yoko was, and Yoko was technically supposed to be, or written as, my main character, but Bear took that over. Bear and Tadashi are now more my main characters, and Shizuka is another main character, but she's in like my subplot. And the more I write it, the more I write in my story, the more I think about my story, the more I talk about my story, the more I just don't care about Yoko. And it's so horrible to say, like, Yoko and Shizuka they haven't created a bond. Yoko hasn't even created a bond with Bear, and that's supposed to be like her father, and I don't even like that idea anymore. I really don't. Like, I like the idea that he's had a child, but I am much more interested in the fact that of him and his wife. Like, I go more in detail with him and his wife, or technically they're not married, but him and his lover, I just go so much more into detail, and I was thinking like, oh, maybe I can change her into his lady, and then I thought that was weird because, you know, they had already created that connection of being father-daughter, and to change her into his wife is just creepy to me. I don't know why, but I just can't find a connection with her at all, and I really like her, and I love her elf ears, and I love her little fangs, but it doesn't sit well with me. Like, the idea in general does, that she's like a halfling, and I like it, but it's just, I don't know if it's the doll or if it's my story, but something about it just doesn't feel right, and it doesn't feel fluent, and I don't know. And I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to give up Yoko. Like, I'm going to clean her up and string her back together. I'm gonna need to get new elastic because the elastic was to the T of everything on her. So I don't know if I can get longer elastic. I'm sure I can. So tell me in the comments below where I can get some elastic, because I've never had to buy elastic. So that was my first time unstringing a doll, and now I have to restring her. I don't know if it's worth, you know, buying the string, you know, if I'm just gonna sell her, and then I can let the person who bought her, if someone buys her, figure out what they want. She's a magical angel doll, so there's nothing like special about her. She doesn't have a certificate of authenticity because they were a brand new store, so they didn't do any special stuff like that. So I think it's time to move on with my story and not have Yoko anymore. It makes me really sad because she was one of my first dolls, but I think it's time to move on because I cannot connect with her. I feel sad working with her, and she doesn't fit with any of my stories. I think that's it. I think it's time. However, on a happier note, I've been developing their stories, which I think I have a different name for her, but so far I'm kind of toying with the idea of Nikki. I haven't figured it out, but her name is Olivia, and these two are sisters, and Walmart has super adorable Hello Kitty or Sanrio character clothes. They have My Melody, Twin Stars, Hello Kitty, and I think that's it. I mean, they have different varieties, but they're cute, and they have this skirt as well. This was from a Divergent top, so yeah. I've kind of been toying with theirs also. Speaking of them in the background, if anyone's been a long-time viewer, I still have these girls, which this is Sugar, and this is my Bratz Custom Atlanta. Please excuse the dolly nudity. I still need to redo her clothes, but I want to transfer these two into a different form. I'm still going to have these two dolls around, but I'd really like to either transfer them into ball jointed dolls or Barbies, and I've been looking for both. Or resell them. What did I say? Did I say resell? I don't know. So there's that. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry if this is like short, weird, sad, random, but on all my videos, I hope they're not all sad, but maybe random. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Comments are always welcome. Follow me on all of my social media, which includes, but are not limited to, Twitter, DeviantArt, Facebook, Instagram, which will be posted down below. And I'll see you in another video. Bye!